Welcome, Leo and Leo cross watchers, to your singles and new love read for May 2023. Okay, so we're going to get where you are, where you're headed, what you need to know, and then the next love interest that will be time-stamped below for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So, if you're new here, welcome. I upload twice a week, usually on Thursdays and Sundays. So we have the world here for where you are. Where you're headed is the Hanged One reversed. Okay. And then what you need to know, Six of Swords with the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So, Leo, I actually feel here that if there's something that you have been wanting to change or upgrade about yourself, I'm seeing that you're doing that. It's like like when you do whatever it is that you want to do, when you upgrade, however you plan to upgrade, you'll get there and it'll be like, this is exactly what I wanted. Doesn't mean that, it's perfect, right? But it means that it's perfect for you. It feels really validating when you reach that place. I feel that maybe somebody told you that you wouldn't be able to do it. Sometimes that's, our own brains being uncooperative. But I do feel here that there's this kind of like, you seem to kill two birds with one stone by A, accomplishing a goal, and B, those results you can kind of use to stick it to somebody that told you couldn't do something. It's that energy of like someone tells you that you can't do something, you shouldn't do that, don't do that, don't jump there. And you're like, watch me! And it's not that you're, I don't know why someone would try to tell you not to do something about your own body, but it seems to be something that's it feels very attractive to you, very alluring. It feels like, it's almost like it's the version of you, I want to say, whatever changes you're making, you kind of idealized people that have that in them, have that change. And I feel like you've been kind of eyeing it for a while. And I'm having a hard time describing it. It's like the most empowering feeling that you've felt thus far in your life when you get there. And it seems to bring such an ease to you, such an effortless sort of energy about you, because it's like that whatever you want, you can have it because you just did it. And hold on for a second. And I feel like when you get there, you'll look back at your current self and listen, it's not like the path there is going to be all sunshine and rainbows, right? Any human being understands that there's no, like, is there really a path that doesn't have any difficulty on it? I haven't had one, and I haven't encountered anybody that's had one either, right? And that's not to say it's bad or anything, but I feel like you may be looking at it, it's like the you now is looking at all of the positive parts of it, and the future you is looking at you being like, you don't really know what's about to come down the pipe, but if I told you, you wouldn't do it, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. It's that kind of an energy. Because I feel like whatever it is that I'm almost hearing like whoever's door you have to knock down, or I'm kind of hearing, or it's almost like there's this knocking on people's doors, something about that. And I feel like there's a couple of instances here where you kind of have to it's like either you experience a lot of rejection or hold on for a second. It's almost like you're looking back at your past self with a lot of compassion because you know what they're about to be up against. And that's not to dissuade you from doing it. I mean, obviously, right? That's, the cards have said that even. I feel like it's just that's where you'll be. You'll be grateful that you did it. But when people go to do the same thing, it's like there's certain things I want to say that you kind of let people find out for themselves because it's about the personal journey. What do you need to know? I feel like there may be people that kind of exit your life, actually. Usually it's a card of like healing, getting away from kind of choppy waters. And I feel like there seems to be this energy of, what's interesting is I feel like someone's going to exit your life, but I feel like because you're in this evolved, or like this, I want to say like futuristic, but this, when you get to this place and these people either, I feel like they leave at that point, it's almost like you already, like their physical body may have been there, they may have been present in your life somehow, but their energy wasn't around you. Their energy wasn't with them when they were with you. It was elsewhere. So it's like because some sort of energetic connection had already been pushed out in another direction, when this person actually goes, it's almost this energy of you, excuse me. It's like you're enjoying other parts of your life so much, you kind of, I feel like it's someone that hung around too long, and it's almost like you're kind of glad that they're finally moving on, because it's like, it just feels like, I actually feel like you wish they had left sooner, because it feels really good to be rid of them. Not that you have a vendetta against them or anything like that. It just feels like whatever connection it was, it had gone past its prime. Been left out on the counter too long. I feel like it's the type of energy where, you know how when you level up or you change or you do this or that, right? And it's like, and the people around you still see you as the previous version of yourself. And it's like, and I feel like you know that these people wouldn't have seen you, like, they want the old you back. Right? And that's like, that's not going to happen. You're finally here. Like, it's like you can't go back to the old you. They're gone. And I feel like this person, that may be why the energetic connection stopped, because I feel like it's like you're about to go on different paths, but it's not going to be difficult for you, if that makes sense. So we're going to get, I'm just going to write down the timestamp. We're going to do the Leo Sun, the next love interest. Excuse me. Okay. So for those of you with a Sun in Leo, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Swords. Okay. So here you are with your gorgeous energy. Okay. Leo, I understand that this is the you now, but I'm actually feeling it's like this energy is so like triumphant in a very personal sense that I'm just kind of feeling that card a bit more, so I might use that one, but we'll see. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is about kind of karma coming back around. I feel like, and then the Knight of Swords. So there seems to be, somebody's going to try to come in here and F up some of your karma. Somebody thinks you don't deserve something, and they seem to feel that it's almost like somebody might have hyped them up to think that it's their responsibility, or it's like it's their responsibility, and they seem to have a right, or at least that's what they're thinking, right? To come in and cut down some good karma that you're receiving. And what's interesting is it's like this Knight of Swords energy is going to come right past this Wheel of Fortune person. And it's almost like, and they're paying so much attention to trying to take something from you. Like, this Knight of Swords is paying so much attention to try to take this from you that it's like they're going to run right off the cliff. And I feel like this person, you know, it feels like it's inconsequential. That whatever happens with that one. So, let's get into it. I feel like there's something about this person's energy that gets you really excited. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a match to the energy that you're putting yourself into. It's kind of like that triumphant feeling, like it's almost like you're on top of the world, but not that you're above everybody, right? It's not a like, oh, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, and everyone else is crap, right? It's more, you're so excited about your life and feeling accomplished and that sort of thing. And it's almost like there seems to be so many little intricacies about you. And I feel like you find that this person to have a lot of those similar attributes. I feel for some of you, you may see them as your reward for kind of undergoing this transformation. Well, I feel like you're looking at them like, are you the reward? Like, maybe not, you're not questioning it in a negative way. You're just looking at them like, oh, that might be my reward for leveling up, right? Oh. So we have the World again and the Two of Pentacles here. I actually feel like what ends up happening here, hold on for a second. I feel like this person coming into your life, this person expressing whatever interest they express, it actually feels like you seem to feel like you've been pulled into another world, right? It's like you used to be on the outside looking in, now you're on the inside. And it's almost like you seem to be surrounded by a different, I don't know, level of person. I don't know what to say. And I feel like you do seem pretty excited about this person. I'm not going to lie. How do you feel about Leo? Oh. This person sees you as a good partner. I'm not so sure they're going to be the most romantic. I feel like they're actually really defensive. I feel like there are people from their past that they're still trying to like block out of their life. I feel like this person is someone that is very matter of fact, right? It's like, if, for example, just an example. If, for example, they were to say, I love you first. May not actually happen, just like the energetics of it. And it's like, and you hesitate to say it. I feel like this person, part of them would be like, well, do you love me or not? Like, it's very cut and dry, but from a vulnerable place. And I feel like they may not have a lot of water in their chart. If that's not it, it may not be, right? It actually feels like this person is, they seem to struggle with the romantic side of things. And it's almost like you may see them in this certain type of light. How the cards were talking about before, like they might be your reward, but I feel like you actually see sooner rather than later that they have a lot going on under the surface. I almost want to say that, like, that kind of tells you that like they're going to have to show you that they're a good match, because I feel like initially they kind of are in an energy where, or not initially, but you see them in an energy where they have a lot to heal. So it's like you seem to give this a bit of time here to kind of make sure you get the lay of the land, if you will. So, for those of you with your moon in Leo, new love interest. Okay. So, Leo, I feel initially this person that you're going to meet, um, they seem to. Um, oh, okay. Hold on for a second. Let me see. It's almost like they might use some sort of sad story, sad story about their life to kind of get your attention because they know that you're really you're really care. That's not. I'm sitting on a stool. That's not me farting. Okay, it's just my hands going along the thing. Um, I feel like they seem to want to pull you in like that because they know that you're compassionate and you genuinely care about people. And I feel like they're more of a match to your the energy that you are previously. I want to say like right now because it's where you are, right? I feel like this person, it's almost like they may have been someone that you would have dated before, but I feel like the version of you that's already looking to the future you, um, it's almost like I feel like the future you can see this person's game, right? Um, but I feel like the current you or the previous you, not even the you now, but the previous you may have kind of been sucked into that. And I feel like this person may have seen someone else pull a stunt like this. And I feel like they're trying to copy it because they think it's the easiest way to kind of get to you. So it feels like the type of person that it's like um, it's like um, the minimal effort person, right? They're going to use tricks and smoke and mirrors and all that sort of thing to get you. And I feel like they would use smoke and mirrors to distract you when they do something that they shouldn't, or when this is happening or that is happening. It's almost like if people are talking about them or telling you things about them, they would use smoke and mirrors to cover it up and be like, oh, that person's had a vendetta, or like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, blah, blah, blah. Um, I feel like it's one of those, it feels like it's one of those instances where, when you've done a lot of healing, which, like, good job, man, because it's hard. I'm sorry. I don't know why someone's. That's the loudest freaking lawnmower I've ever heard. That's not a lawnmower. It's my phone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's on mute, but it was vibrating. Here I am complaining about the noise, and I made it myself. I feel like this person. It's almost like if they come in when you're in this energy, they don't really expect you to buy into it, but they're going to try anyway. If they do it here, they genuinely expect you to buy into their BS. And I actually feel like because either now or the previous you, you know that what this is that this other version of you, you're going there, or you wouldn't have the long, like, it in your heart that that's what's going to happen. And I feel like this person, it's like you're kind of in an energy where you're not going to be wasting your time. And this person seems to, it's like they seem to get that, they know that, and I actually feel like they end up respecting it. And it's almost like, and as you kind of level up and knock out this person, not knock out this person's, but like block out their games, it actually, because we have the Judgment at the bottom of the deck, I feel like it causes them to look at their life and be like, yeah, like you inspire them to make their life better. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like it doesn't really feel like you are, interested in them. So we're going to do Leo rising next. Leo rising. Just going to make sure the deck is upright. So we have 9 of Cups and Temperance, both reversed, for Leo rising. Oh, it feels like someone, like, feels like someone coming in like a bat out of hell, or someone that is, it's almost like there seems to be so much going on that I almost want to say they're like a one-man circus. If ever you've seen Mary Poppins, how he's got like at the beginning of it, what does he have? The Van Dyke guy, he's got drums on his back and cymbals and all this thing, and all he has to do is walk around and he's a one-man band. I feel like you see this person as that type of energy. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really feel like you initially feel any romantic spark. And like, ooh, this person feels like they are bringing a bunch of chaos to your door. I feel like this person might idolize you. I'm kind of picking up on this vibe where it's like, there was a story when I was young where, and it was in the Bible, and I'm no longer personally religious, okay, but it just kind of captures how much this person, it's almost bordering on like, no, it's not just fangirling, right? It's like almost like this obsessiveness. So it said in there that this one woman felt that if she could just touch Jesus's cloak, that she would be healed. It's like this person seems to feel like if they can just touch it, if they can just kind of touch your clothing, they'll be fine. I feel like this person is somebody that is, they seem to see you as someone that is living the way they want to live. You seem to have the happiness they want to have, right? It's like they've seen you kind of go through this transformation and they're looking at you like, how did that happen? And they seem to feel like it's something that's special about you, that's only internally to you, and they need to somehow, it's like if they can just get close enough, if they can just see how you did it, maybe they can copy it. It's like they want to go into their own Captain America machine type thing. And they seem to feel like you have it. And not that they want to take it from you, they just seem to want to learn from you. I feel like this person, I kind of got to hand it to them here, actually. I feel like this is the kind of person that if you were willing to kind of help or guide them, I actually feel like they wouldn't be holding things back, right? It feels like they would lay their stuff, their problems and their this and their that. It's like they'd lay it all out on the table for you. And I feel like it's like the honesty and not taking things personally. I feel like it's so refreshing. I feel like you're going to know that this person is kind of like, hold on for a second. I feel like you're going to know that this person is interested in you, but you're also going to know that it's almost like, I don't really see you being attracted to them. And even if you are attracted to them, it just feels like it's not really someone you're interested in. You may like them, you may respect them, but it doesn't really feel like it's, that you have that spark with them. So we're going to go to Venus in Leo. Okay, so for those of you with your Venus in Leo, we have the Six of Wands, but it came out like this, like kind of right like that. So we're going to get one more. So we have the Six of Pentacles here. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Wands. So just a second here. Sorry, one moment, please. Apologies, Leo. So, my son was just getting home and I knew it was going to get noisy while he moved himself in. Not moved himself in like moving in, but, getting himself from the car to his room. Anyway, so I feel like there's somebody here that goes unnoticed. It feels like the type of energy. So the Knight of Pentacles is usually someone that's like slow and steady wins the race, someone that makes progress. It's slow, but it's consistent and it's lasting progress. And it feels like this person, it's almost like they're a diamond in the rough. I'm hearing like they have a good heart, but they keep getting messed around. And I feel like you can see that in them. I feel like you can see that they're like, it's almost like they keep trying to do the right thing. And I feel like they do, but it somehow is flying under the radar, or it's underrated, or there's something about it that isn't as valued. And I feel like your heart really goes out to them. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you do see this person. You do notice them, right? Sorry, I'm just going to get some cream here because my hands are so dry. And I feel like you actually really like this person. And it may not be romantic at first. I feel more that it's like, I can't get the cream open. I'll do it later. And they seem to have this like slow manner of walking. It's almost like slow and heavy, right? It's like when this person's walking, towards you or in the house or whatever, it's like you can hear that dang footstep from a mile away, because it's almost like they pick their foot up, and I'm not going to bang it on the thing, but like, and flop it down. And if you didn't know any better, you'd think there was like, it's the beginning of a scary movie or something like that. But it actually feels more that it's like they're dragging their feet because, to a certain extent, like this person isn't going to stop doing what they're doing, but they've given up hope. I feel like they've given up feeling that what they're doing is going to make a difference. It's like they get up, they do the same thing every day, and they seem to feel, it's like they're way past feeling suffocated by the mundane things of life, right? It's like they've just accepted that life is boring and they don't expect anything exciting to happen. I feel like they keep to themselves. They seem to feel that this like slow and steady progress that they're making is it's almost like they feel they have been forced to slow down to the pace of the world, knowing that they can go. You know what I mean? It's like if you're in a crowd of people, or like the street's really crowded and they can see that their bus that they got to catch is way up here. And it's like, and they're tall enough. It's not like they're tall enough to see above the crowd, right? They can see that bus and they're trying to get through and and they can see people getting on the bus and they're kind of like, I got to get there before. And it's almost like there were so many people, or it's almost like they were kind of trying to move through quicksand, and they seem to have just accepted, or the energy that they're in is kind of feeling like they've accepted, I guess you could say, their fate, if you will. And I feel like you're looking at them almost feeling like, because you've had this transformation, you look at the world through a different lens. And I feel like you're looking at them like, oh, if they only knew. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you seem to have this feeling that like there are good things waiting for people like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that like every time they do those mundane tasks that they don't want to do, every time they get up and they kind of like plow through their day, despite feeling that it's pointless and worthless, it's like, that they're depositing into that karma piggy bank. And you know that it's going to come back around and kind of surprise them. And I feel like you seem to want to kind of keep an eye on it because you want to see that happen for them. We're just going to pull a clarifier for this person. How are they feeling about Leo? It's almost like they're surprised that you don't ditch them or leave them or walk away. Man, this person, the Four of Cups just fell out, and I was about to say, and there's the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person sees themselves as uninteresting. They seem to feel that they're boring. It's like they feel they're boring. Things that happen are boring. And it's like they know that that kind of energy is bringing more of it in, but it's like they've just kind of given up trying for something different, right? So it's almost like they've lost their ability or their faith in like the magic of life. And it's almost like, and you just went down one of the twirly slides of the magic, right? Because you're here. At least that's how it feels. It is exhilarating, right? I don't know why I'm tripping over my words that hard. Sorry, guys. And it's almost like, I feel like this might be the kind of person where you'll kind of strike up the conversation. I'm hearing that song, "I Got You" by BB. That might be wrong. Rexa. I'm sure I said that wrong. That's why I kind of paused saying the name. I feel like what did she say?